Welcome back to the Robert Stone Club. Ever get that feeling, that nagging suspicion that you're being played, that every move you make, the market just seems to do the exact opposite? Well, you're not going crazy. It's real, and it's on purpose. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and expose the hidden logic behind all that chaos.
All right, first thing you got to get straight in your head, the market is not random. It's not millions of people all doing their own thing. You need to think of it as a game, controlled by one single, very smart entity. Wyckoff called it the Composite Operator. We call them the whale, or smart money. They are the ones driving the price, period. Your job isn't to fight them, it's to think like them.
So if you want to trade like a whale, you've got to learn the physics of their ocean. And these aren't just, theories or nice ideas. These are the unbreakable laws they operate by. Every single wick, every single candle you see on the chart is governed by these principles.
Here they are, the three pillars of, well, everything. Think about it like this. Supply and demand that tells you where the market wants to go. Simple enough. Cause and effect tells you how far it has the potential to travel. And effort versus result, that's the magic one. That's your built-in lie detector that tells you if a move is for real or if it's a complete trap. Get these three down and you're already way ahead of the game.
And this right here, this is the whole game, the fundamental conflict. See, smart money, the strong hands, they need your coins. But they can't just go and buy them on the open market. They need you, the weak hands, to sell them. They need you to get scared and panic sell the lows, and they need you to get greedy and FOMO buy the absolute highs. Your emotion is their liquidity.
This is exactly why you need to learn to love those boring sideways markets. See, retail traders, they get bored, they get impatient, they leave. But smart traders, we know this sideways chop, this cause, is where the whale is quietly building a massive position. It's like they're coiling a spring. The longer that range goes on, the more explosive the breakout, the effect, is going to be. This is where the real money is planned.
Now listen up, because this is probably the most powerful signal you will ever get. When you see harmony, big volume, big price move, okay, the trend is healthy. But when you see divergence, when you see a massive amount of selling volume, just enormous effort, but the price barely even budges, that's your red flag. Why? Because a whale is standing there absorbing every single sell order. That lack of result tells you the big money is stepping in, and a reversal is right around the corner.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Let's look at how these laws build into the operator's actual playbook. And I mean a step-by-step tactical playbook they use to shake coins out of the herd and get them at the best possible price.
And you got to understand their motivation here. The whale isn't some evil movie villain. They're just efficient. I mean, think about it. If you need to buy $500 million of a coin, you can't just hit market buy, right? You'd send the price to the moon. So you have to be clever. You have to be stealthy. You need other people to sell to you willingly.
This table, man, it lays out the whole psychological trap. Just look at the patterns. Every single natural human emotion you feel, panic when support breaks, boredom in a range, greed at a new high, fear from bad news, every single one is a calculated entry or exit signal for them. They are literally farming your emotions.
And here it is, the full anatomy of an accumulation cycle. This is not a quick process. It is a slow, methodical, psychological grind designed to do one thing, and one thing only: transfer assets from the impatient, weak hands into the patient, strong hands of the institutions. Each phase has a very specific job to do.
The sell and climax. This is the moment of pure terror. It's the blood in the streets event. They engineer a traumatic crash on insane volume, designed to create absolute panic and make you finally give up. You capitulate, you sell everything right at the bottom, and guess who's on the other side of that trade, calmly buying everything you're selling? Yep, the whale.
But then, they pull their masterpiece, the spring. This is the ultimate trap. They deliberately smash the price below a key support level that everyone is watching. What happens? It triggers all the stop losses. It tricks people into opening short positions. And once all that liquidity is scooped up, bam! They reverse the price hard, trapping everyone. If you can learn to spot the spring, you can learn to spot the exact bottom.
All right, so they've got your coins, they bought them cheap, now what? Well, now we look at the flip side, the mirror image. This is the art of deception they use to sell those same coins right back to you at the top for a massive profit.
This move, the UTAD or the Upthrust after distribution, honestly, it's just plain cruel. It's the ultimate bull trap. They push the price to a new all-time high.
The news is going crazy. Everyone on social media is euphoric, and retail traders are piling in, absolutely sure this is the breakout to Mars. And right into that peak FOMO, the institutions are dumping everything they have left. They use your greed as their exit liquidity.
Okay, so you know their playbook. You can see the manipulation. So what do we do about it? How do we flip this thing on its head and go from being the victim to the victor?
Simple. You stop guessing. You stop trading with your gut, with your emotions. You become a professional. And professionals, they use a checklist. Just like a pilot before takeoff. You don't get in the trade until you can tick off these boxes and confirm that the conditions are right and the whale has shown their hand. And here they are, your 3 precision entry points, each with a different risk profile. The aggressive entry, well, that gets you in at the earliest possible moment. The classic entry waits for a little confirmation. And the conservative entry is the safest, waiting for that first pullback after the new trend has started. You see, you're no longer fighting the current. You're surfing in the whale's wake.
Look, if you forget everything else I've said today, burn this into your mind. Price can lie, the news can lie, patterns can be deceiving, but volume cannot lie. It is the absolute truth of the market. It shows you the real intention of smart money. You follow the volume, you follow the whale.
All right, so now you have the playbook, but knowing it isn't enough. The real key is discipline and execution. Study this, internalize it, and stop being liquidity for someone else. Stay disciplined and join our Telegram for real-time signals. Let's make moves.